So you're thinking about moving to Boston, Massachusetts, and you want to know, well, what's there? Like, what's there to do? What are kind of like the major things that, if I'm going to be there, what it's like? I mean, what are the big name things that I need to know about? When I moved here years and years ago, it was one of those things where I wanted somebody to be like, hey, like, dude, you got to go check this out. First thing you have to do, don't worry about any of the other things that people are telling you about. You need to go and do this. So that's kind of where I thought, well, let's talk about that. Let's make a video. So in this video, what I'm going to definitely be giving you is the top 5 attractions you need to come and see when you're moving to Boston, because it's awesome and we love it. And there's so many great things. So if that's the information you're after, let's get to it. So if you're relocating to Boston, what's up, everybody? This is Joe with the Turco Group right here in Boston, Massachusetts. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and what the best attractions to see here in Boston are, make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so you get notified every time we do a new video. Honestly, I get so many calls, texts, emails every day from people who are relocating here, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite part of the day. So if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the area, relocating or coming here to stay, make sure you give me a call, shoot a text, send an email, or even send Paul Revere. Days, nights, weekends, however you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving to Boston. So I just wanted to kick this video off and give you guys information about the kind of top attractions that are here in Boston. And, it's always interesting when you're moving here and you don't really know a lot of like things that are like, what must I see first? If I have a family, do I go to Faneuil Hall first, or do I go to Fenway first? Is that like my big thing? Do I go and check out the seaport? Like, where am I going, and kind of what are the things that are like must see as a new arrival? Or, and this is what I tell a lot of people that, reach out and say like, hey, Joe, please help me get a place here. I tell them like, okay, well, let's schedule time for you to come and do a visit. We can go and look at properties. We can find the condo. We can find the single family house. But let's also go check out some of the things that are like just cool about the area that you're going to love. So the first thing that I tell people is you have to check out the Freedom Trail. A lot of people have no idea what that is. And it's part of the fact that, Boston is one of the straight up oldest cities in the entire country. We were here for the Revolutionary War. We were a main focus of it. I mean, my guy, Paul Revere, obviously. But what the Freedom Trail is it's a 2.5 mile kind of red brick trail from Boston Common all the way to Bunker Hill. So if you are going to like really do the entirety of it, depending on how fast you're going, it's going to take you about 1 to 3 hours. And, you go through all of these different historical sites. It is literally a trail of all of the most important parts. And it's cool. Like, there's a lot of shopping around it. There's a lot of sights to see. So it's one of those things where, like, if you want that all-inclusive experience, that first attraction that you want to go see when you're moving here to Boston is, straight up the Freedom Trail. I mean, you're going to like get so many different things that are awesome. But one of the things that I really like, and I mean, hey, don't judge me too harshly on it, is you get to stop at, if you want, Bell and Hand Tavern, which is the oldest, straight up oldest bar and tavern in the entire United States. I mean, it's a great spot, great food. It's on the Freedom Trail. You're going to get to see things like Paul Revere's house. You're going to get to see the Old North Church. You're going to get to see the Bunker Hill Monument. There are so many different aspects of the Freedom Trail that are just like awesome and fun, and it's free. You're walking around the city. You're going to get to see everything. You're going to get to probably meet a couple people. You might even see some of the local celebrities. That guy, Joe Turco, never heard of him. Yeah, he might be there too. But that is the number one attraction that I tell people to stop and check out at. Okay, so that brings me to the second thing that I think you should be checking out for the top attractions. So you're moving here to Boston and you're like, oh my God, I just need to kind of get a taste of everything. I need to do some shopping. I want to see what's going on. I want to get to know some people. Where am I going to go where I can get all of those things? Faneuil Hall, one of the best places. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Joe, that's like super touristy, stuff like that. No, it's awesome. It's got everything in this central location. You have the hall, you have all the different types of food. You have Quincy Market, you have, the North Market, you have the South Market buildings, you have, a bunch of different retailers right around. You can walk to the aquarium from there. You have so many just great little spots. It is one of the best attractions to go check out because of the fact that you get a little taste of everything. You can get a lobster roll. You can get some of the other great food. You can get, I like Ernesto's Pizza. A lot of people talk about Regina's. That's a whole different video of unpopular opinions that you'll have to check out. But I mean, there's so many different great food items that you can get. Yes, you can get chowder, all that kind of stuff. And it makes it simple. It makes it easy. And it makes it where you can kind of get a taste for all the different parts of Boston in one central location. So that's why it's my number 2 reason and number 2 place for attractions to go see when you're moving here to Boston, or even if you're just visiting. So number 3, this should come as no surprise, no shock, because it is one of the best places, I just think, ever. Maybe it's because I grew up going to games there. Maybe it's because I've seen so many great concerts and events there. Maybe because I just enjoy the area because it's got so many little hidden nook and cranny type eating places and small plate tapas places and things of that nature. But for me, what I really love, and the third attraction, is definitely Fenway Park. Going and seeing things like a Red Sox game, going and seeing a concert, getting all that kind of stuff is just phenomenal. Can't be missed, must be seen. And let me tell you, as one of the oldest parks in the nation, you really can't beat it. It has that authentic feel of what it was like to watch old time baseball. And because I'm sure you guys are picking up and noticing, I love different restaurants and places to eat. If you are by the Fenway area, make sure to check out the Bleacher Bar. It's in Fenway itself. It is super unique, and it's something that you're not going to see in other places. It's a must check out for anyone that's going to this. All right, so we've gone through the first 3. So far, what are you thinking, guys? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Do these 3 make sense? Are you excited about the last 2 that are coming? Because don't worry, I've definitely saved the best for last. And let me know too, if there's a specific type of video that you haven't seen and you are moving to Boston and you want to know what's going on, I'm happy to do them. I love making these videos. I love when you guys are reaching out to me saying, Joe, I'm relocating from the West Coast. We need your help. We need to be able to get a condo or a home or a rental, and we just need a person that's local and that understands the market and understands exactly what we're looking for. So I love those calls. I love those texts and those emails. So any way you need to get a hold of me, reach out. The information is below, and we're going to get right back into it, guys. But leave me a comment, and if you like the video, make sure to give it a nice thumbs up because we always appreciate the positive feedback. So the fourth thing, and what I'm going to, throw people a curveball a little bit, is the Museum of Science. Most people don't know how awesome it is that we have this amazing Museum of Science here in Boston. And it's one of those things where like it kind of gets slept on. It's not talked about as much, but whether you have kids or whether you're just an adult that likes cool stuff, this has 700 different exhibits that's going year round, and there's always something new. There's always something cool, and it is just like a great time. It's not something that is going to break the bank expensive. It's not something that's gonna suck up all of your day. So it is hands down one of my favorite things, because I go about 2 to 3 times a year, depending on when they rotate out a new exhibit. And I can tell you every single time I enjoy it, my son enjoys it. It's just like a really fun and cool place. And, I'm not going to bore you with all the great places to eat around it, because I know at this point you're like, oh my God, Joe, food, food, food. And yeah, I mean, we're in Boston. We have some of the best food in the nation. We have some of the best restaurants, and we just like have so many great things. I'm not going to lie. I love it. It's part of the reason why I live here and why I love living here. Okay, everybody. So here's the thing. Our last item is definitely, again, a little different. Probably not what you're going to be expecting. Probably not quite as commonly talked about if you're on like TikTok or on Instagram or on any of the different other social networks where you're like, oh my God, what are the best things to do? You have to go to Boston's Museum of Fine Arts. It is hands down one of the most prestigious and well-curated art museums in the entire nation. You are going to see so many of the different pieces and exhibits and traveling exhibits that, most of the time you're only seeing either in magazines or on, different documentaries or things like that. The collections just, have a ton of great value in terms of things like American art and craft work, some of the different European art. I mean, there's over 50 distinct galleries. It is always rotating through with new things, and there's always someone that is doing some type of education or some type of program there that is like interesting. Like I've loved some of the different exhibits on like Monet and things of that nature. So it's one of the things that if you are moving here to Boston and you want to kind of see those top 5 attractions, or you're just looking for something to do or you haven't seen yet, you have to stop and check it out. All right, guys, those are all the different things that, we just like love about our city in terms of the attractions that are here. So if you're moving here and you do need that help, those are all the things that we love helping you with privately. But the only way, and I'm telling you, the only way we can help you is you have to reach out. You have to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or, send Paul Revere. Like you saw him on the Freedom Trail earlier. Send him. He'll go riding, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving here to Boston. And until your next time hanging out, watching one of our videos, we'll talk to you.